Hi, this is Jeff, and today I'm going to be demonstrating how to use the capsule machine. The capsule machine is very easy to use. Today we're going to be making size 0. That's probably the most popular size of capsules that you're going to find out there on the market. You can get similar machines to this. Some of them make 48 at a time. I like the 24 because it goes very quickly. If you only want to make 24 at a time, you can. When you do a 48, it gets a little more cumbersome. So, what are you going to need? Well, first of all, you've got to have your gelatin capsules. So that's what those look like. And these, you've seen these before, I'm sure. You can buy them online. You can buy them in department stores. You can get various types, vegetarian, and all different types of capsules. There will be a desiccant bag. That's one of those little things that dries everything up. You want to keep that in there because you want to keep these dry so they don't get moisture in them and start sticking together. What does the machine look like? I'll show you that now. And what this looks like is it has, I'll dissect it a bit here. This is called the tamper, and I'll explain how that works and what that does in a moment. This is the top of the machine. There's two little ejector tabs here, which we'll talk about in a minute. And then this is where the small end of the capsule goes into, in the top. Then you will see a little card. This is a plastic card. And what this plastic card does is it helps scrape all the good stuff in there that you're going to fill these capsules with. This is the base of the unit, okay? You'll see a little slot here. I'll show you what that's for in a moment. This is where the large end of the capsule goes into, and then you have a stand. I'll show you how all that works and how it comes together in just a moment. The other things that you're going to need to have handy will be, I recommend a plate. You just need to catch some of that dust, the powder, whatever it is that you're filling your capsules with. And I recommend just a piece of typing paper, and I'll show you how we use that in a moment. And then I would recommend that you get a bowl, and you can use a bowl or a jar or the container you're going to use to put the final capsules into, whatever works out best for you. Now, uh, then you'll need some kind of powder. So you may be using Chinese herbs, and that's what I happen to have here is Chinese herbs. Also, most of these herbs and things will come with a measuring spoon. This is a 1 gram measuring spoon. So this little guy is 1 gram, and I'll show you in a minute how much we're going to use for this particular batch that we're doing. This is some herbs, a mixture of a variety of Chinese herbs. But you could be using cayenne pepper or pretty much any kind of powder that you want to put into capsules for your needs. Now, what we're going to do is get the machine here and get set up. So what I've done ahead of time, just to save some time, is I have left 4 of these not filled. And that way you won't have to watch me do 24 of these at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little capsule, okay, and we just pull them apart. And I mentioned that the large end goes here, okay. We've got an empty slot there and an empty slot. Looks like I got that one spun around. There we go. Two. So you just simply pull these apart and do this 24 times, rinse and repeat. Pretty simple. It's a little bit tedious. You got to kind of keep track of where you are. You get a little cross-eyed after filling these things up after a while. There we go. So I now have 24 of those filled in. And now let's show you how to do your powder. So in this particular case, we're using 8 grams. So we want 8 grams into 24 capsules. And you can do the math on how many grams, but basically it is 333 milligrams in each one of these capsules, or 1/3 of a gram. So 6 of these capsules would be 2 grams. So we have 1. You're going to want to just level tap it until it's level. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to recommend you stop at 6. Now in this particular case, we need 8 grams in here, but I'll show you why in a moment. So now you're going to take this little card, this little spreader, and you're just going to work it back and forth. Okay, and you'll see it filling these up as you go. Careful not to shoot it out that little hole there. So hopefully you can see that well. Okay. Now it looks like, well, they're full. How am I going to get any more? And you got to get 2 more teaspoons in there. Well, that's where the tamper comes in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this tamper, and you'll see that this will fit right in. You just kind of wiggle it around. You'll feel it drop right in. If there's a little handle here, you can use that. I like to use pressure, and I just kind of use a rocking motion back and forth. And I rock that, tap it, and now you'll see that there are some significant indentations there where we have tamped that down. So now you're going to use your little card again. Now you're going to bring it back across, and now you'll see that we're going to run out, and that there's still some that are needing some more. So we've put in 6. I got to do 2 more. So we'll do 1. We'll go ahead and put them both in here. 2. Now, depending on if you perfectly measured your spoon or not, you may or may not be able to get it all to fit in. And the main thing is you want to make sure that whatever it is that you're using, especially if it's medication as opposed to an herb or a supplement, that you're getting the right dosage that you need. So here we push down again. And usually I end up doing this about, with this particular substance and the density of this Chinese herbs, I really have to pat these down. Now, some things like probably cayenne pepper, you're not going to have to push down that hard, and you'll be able to get the right dosage in there. So you do have to do a little bit of math. And we'll do another tamp on this. Okay. So once you've got those as full as you can, and I think that a couple of my teaspoons were much more loaded up than they needed to be for this one. Now we're just going to use that card, and we're going to kind of clean this out, and we're going to carefully take all that excess powder, and we're just going to drop right in there. That's why that end is open on there. Okay, now the fun part, to make the capsules. So you're going to take this off of the stand. You do not want the stand on there. We're now going to flip our top on top of the base. Okay, and all you're going to do is just take both hands, use a quick motion. It'll go right to the ground. It's spring loaded. It'll pop right back up, and voila, you have 24 capsules all ready. Okay, now all you do, I take my little bowl, and now I'm going to eject these. So you just take these 2 tabs, okay, and you're going to just push down on these 2 tabs, and you'll see that it just pops those right out of there. Sometimes they're a little bit stubborn. You have to pop them a couple times, and every once in a while you'll get 1 or 2 that don't quite drop out, and you can take those out by hand. So there you have it. There are 24 capsules made. Again, whatever kind of health, nutrition, ingredients you want to use. When you get ready to make the next batch, what I recommend you do is tap this out, and you'll see, because you want these clean, put in the next capsule so they don't get all gritty. And you'll see that, a pretty good amount of that collects. So that's basically all you need to do, is really just tap that out. And then what I do, just so I don't waste the material, is I will tap that down and then kind of make a funnel with this, and simply just tap that and get the rest of that powder out of there. Save your paper for next time, and you are ready to rinse and repeat and do the whole thing over. So I hope this has been helpful and instructional for you to learn how to use the capsule machine. Again, this one's size 0, but this works the same with any size that you need. Thank you. Have a great day.